me, I'm the manager of corporate communications here. So the other team, you all know Romeric, I'm sure. I'm the guy that doesn't know much about cars, so I'm on the corporate team. Anyway, I'll be with you for some of you for the next segment of the drive. I hope you've had a chance to peek at some of Tony's awesome classic cars in the parking lot, and that you've been able to grab lunch. If you get the chance to, if you haven't had the chance, check out the artwork just outside this room. The Dream Car Art Contest is something Toyota's been doing for several years now. And the kids that submit artwork and the thought behind it and solving some of society's biggest problems is it's awesome. It's genius and it's so cute at the same time. So check that out. And then if you get even further, out in the lobby we have some of our classic Toyota ads from the 60s, 70s, 80s, all through the decades. We're here to celebrate our 60th anniversary, as you know, on a little Across Canada road trip, but we do have another special announcement to make today. And for that news, I'd like to actually call up Leslie Miller. Leslie's our VP Corporate Services and our CFO at Toyota Canada, and she'll give you the news.
Well, thanks, Michael, for that introduction, and hello and welcome, everyone. It's great to have you here today as we celebrate a special milestone for Toyota, 60 years in Canada. And I hope you have had a chance to go out and see those heritage vehicles that are outside. Many of them are Tony's. And to even enjoy some of the memorabilia along the walls here. Part of our history, we've had fun putting it together and to recalling it as a company as well. Many of you are taking part in the 60th anniversary cross-country tour, and very grateful and glad that you could stop here today for this event and a special announcement to come. And some of you have just come from visiting our new Eastern Canada Parts Distribution Center. We're really proud of that facility that shows and demonstrates our commitment towards safety and sustainability in our communities. And we know that that's important, and our dedication to remain a good corporate citizen actually extends beyond just our operations overall. As a mobility company, inclusion through physical accessibility is a priority for us, and we've championed this through many different initiatives. Some examples are a partnership we have right now with the Canadian Paralympic Foundation and our Team Toyota athletes who are competing in Paris this month, and as well through national charitable partnerships with organizations like Stopgap Foundation, all doing work to create a more inclusive and accessible world. And today, to further our commitment, I'm incredibly thrilled to announce a $500,000 donation towards Scarborough-based Providence Healthcare. So please join me. This funding will directly support the modernization of the existing Toyota Canada Motor Skills Clinic. Toyota has actually been a long-standing partner to Providence, with the Toyota Canada Motor Skills Clinic being established in 2006. And at the time, it was the first of its kind in Canada, a space where outdoor mobility was brought indoors. So everyday activities of getting in and out of a vehicle could be practiced in a safe environment by patients recovering from events such as strokes or other mobility challenges, helping them regain strengths and skills and the confidence to move around in the world again. Now, with the incredible advancements continuing to happen in technology, Providence will be upgrading the clinic and incorporating leading edge tools to further enhance rehabilitation and mobility. And to speak more about Providence, the clinic, and the incredible work being done in this space, it's my sincere pleasure to introduce our esteemed guests today. Kevin Goldthrope, President and CEO of St. Michael's Foundation, and Dr. Ashley Verdon, Vice President of Medical Affairs and Chief of Providence Healthcare. Kevin, I will pass it over to you to say a few words. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Leslie, and thank you everyone for gathering. It is such a privilege to be able to say thank you to all of you in the most heartfelt way on behalf of everyone at Providence Healthcare and its sister hospital, St. Michael's Foundation. So as I said, I'm the head of the St. Michael's Foundation, which is the merged entity of Providence and St. Michael's Foundation. So it's our job to support both centers philanthropically. And again, what a pleasure to be here today and to be able to celebrate with you as you make this incredible gift, your 6 decades, 60 years of great successes in Canada. Certainly reflecting, we were chatting before, my earliest memory of Toyota was actually my parents' small green Toyota Tercel in the 1970s. And then my own first car, a very bright Toyota Red in the 1990s. And the car was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So thank you for also being my mobility solution for those years. As I said, St. Michael's supports Providence and St. Michael's Hospital philanthropically. We're so pleased we're part of your road tour across Canada. And we're so very grateful that Toyota Canada is extending its 18-year partnership with us in the Toyota Mobility Skills Center at Providence Healthcare. Together, we'll build our own mission of a healthier, thriving society. Healthcare institutions cannot do what we do on our own without philanthropic support from our corporate sector and from individuals. And we are deeply grateful that you're extending your support as one of those essential partners that enables us to do what we do. We have good healthcare, thankfully, provided by our government system. Great healthcare is because of our donors. So today, let me describe a little bit more about Providence before I turn it over to Ashley. Providence Healthcare is our powerhouse institution in rehabilitation science. We're focused on putting people's lives back together physically, mentally, cognitively, helping them get their technical skills or physical skills back, cognitive rehabilitation, and more importantly, their confidence that they can in fact participate as fully as possible in their lives. And we're always pushing the boundaries of that. One of our most recent research studies was showing that for people with dementia, they benefited by having physical rehabilitation. Standard of care in Canada would be rejecting that kind of patient. And we determined, showing through the evidence, that that's not true. We can take those patients in, we can make a difference, and we can allow them to return to their homes, whatever they may be, institution or at home, and be as thriving as possible physically in the environment in which they're in. So we don't accept no for an answer, we keep pushing the bounds on what we can do. All of that is because of a great journey and a journey we have with Toyota Canada. We launched, as Leslie mentioned, the Skills Center in 2006 or 2006. Now, with this $500,000 gift, we're able to rebuild the center to be modern in all ways, and think about using various kinds of assisted reality and different scenarios. It really is an integral part, one of our most used inpatient and outpatient parts of our facility to help patients reintegrate and to help the caregiver of those patients learn how to support their loved one reintegrating into the community. So it's an incredible gift focused on mobility, and we really, Leslie, do think it drives home the point of our collective partnership moving this one together. So I'll stop there with another heartfelt thank you very much. It's so great to be here with you, and I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Ashley. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. We're so grateful for the support of Toyota Canada. We were chatting about our cars, and I was trying to think of our first car. I think we had a Toyota Tercel growing up, and then I had a Corolla, a nice brown one. No, we truly are honored to be here, and again, as Kevin mentioned, the Toyota Skills Motor Room plays an important role in the care of our patients. I've been at Providence since 2008, and I'm a practicing physician there, and I see every day the impact that this space has on our patients. And I could talk to you about it probably all day today, but I want to say that it is used on a daily basis. Our physiotherapists, occupational therapists, and rehab assistants in both our inpatient but also our outpatient programs use this space to help patients, but also their caregivers learn to get back to doing the things they need to do outside of hospital to live well. Each year, about 1,300 patients and their families access the clinic to regain essential skills for daily living that we, when we're able-bodied, often take for granted. So this can be things like transferring in and out of our vehicle, navigating curbs and uneven surfaces, and even just crossing a street safely. The Toyota Motor Skills Clinic is dedicated to building confidence in these areas and more, and really ensuring that our patients can successfully reintegrate into their communities. The world has moved forward though since 2006, and as Kevin mentioned, there are new technologies. And at Providence, we're really growing. We are seeing an ever-increasing demand for the type of care that we provide. Our population is getting older, and there'll be more and more people living right here around us that are going to need our support. So this gift is particularly timely and also urgent. So with this new investment in Providence, we're going to be able to do a lot of great things, and as Kevin said, a big part of this will be modernizing the space. So we're looking to add real-life elements, things like lighting that simulates day and night. We're also going to add light and sound, like stoplights. We'll be able to perform advanced simulation with high-definition virtual reality and surround sound to create a more immersive experience for our patients and really make it feel like they're outdoors when they're in fact indoors. All of this is really going to help prepare our patients even more for the lives that they're going to live outside of hospital. The new car's modern and realistic dashboard will also really help enhance motor skills by providing a more accurate simulation of the vehicles that our patients will encounter in the community. So in short, the new clinic is going to pave the way for success for our clients and removing some of the barriers. I think Leslie mentioned this already, your commitment to promoting mobility. This clinic is really helping to remove barriers to accessibility. So to say that our team is excited would be an understatement, but rather than tell you what it means to us, I think it's really important to listen to our patients. And we have a very grateful patient that's with us at Providence currently, and he's given us permission to share how this space has impacted him. So his name is David Sutton. He is a man who's experienced challenges throughout his life, one of which being homelessness. And I think we can all relate to the impact that homelessness is having on the people of Toronto. Not only that, but he's been living with diabetes for many, many years. Last year, unfortunately, he got an infection in his foot, and this is actually not an uncommon complication of diabetes, but then unfortunately he developed gangrene of 2 of his toes. And initially they had removed 2 toes, but then unfortunately the infection came back, and sadly he had to have his lower leg amputated. So obviously having your lower leg amputated is a big change for a person to live with. And it has been a challenge for him as well. And so he's really come to Providence now to practice walking and mobilizing and moving around with a brand new prosthetic lower leg. And in fact, he's actually still with us at Providence. So David, as I mentioned, is a very big fan of the Toyota Canada Motor Skills Clinic. So he's called the experience, in his own words, amazing, and credits it with changing his outlook on the challenges he now faces. And this is what he wanted us to share with you. These are his own words. You're facing a difficult world after an amputation, and you need to learn to cope with that, not just physically, but mentally. The Toyota Canada Motor Skills Clinic lets you do both. You learn to anticipate the different kinds of situations you'll be facing, from walking on uneven and different kinds of surfaces, navigating curbs, climbing into cars, driving at night, and you also learn how to handle those situations. It's a real confidence builder. You know the new Toyota campaign, Start Your Impossible? Well, they have allowed me to start my impossible. Thank you, Toyota Canada. So on behalf of our patients, our families, and our healthcare staff and physicians, thank you, Toyota Canada, for moving with us to restore and transition lives just like David.